Hey singers, I'm Laura and this is the weekly warm-up. I love to share clear, fun voice education to help you enjoy your singing more. Today I want to talk about breathy singing. Now breathiness is something that a lot of singers complain of, but it can actually result from sort of two main causes. You can have underpowered breathy singing, which is sort of weak and wispy, or you can have overblown singing, which has a sort of roaring quality to it. If you find that generally your singing is kind of flat and there's not a lot of energy in it, you're probably underpowering. If you're feeling like you're working really hard and you are constantly running out of breath, you're probably overblowing. Regardless, I have an exercise that's going to help you to balance that amount of breath, whether you're underpowered or overpowered. So it's a great solution for breathy singing, and I'll teach it to you now. So to manage our breathy singing, what we're going to do is we're going to take a hand and we're going to place it with the fingertips on the tip of the nose. So my palm will not be on my lips, there'll be a little space there, but my fingertips will be touching my nose like this. And then in that position, I'm just gonna sing either a repertoire or a pattern, but it should be something that sort of has words or has consonants mixed in with the vowels. So for the sake of today, I'm going to teach you a 5-note scale on the basic solfege syllables. So we'll just do do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So from do up to sol and then back down. And we'll do that with the fingertips on the nose. So try this with me and just pay attention to what you're hearing and what you're feeling. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, so what you'll first notice is when the hand is there, you hear yourself a lot more clearly. Now, do you feel like your consonants are sort of mushy and vague? Can you hear them? If not, you're probably going to need to energize them a little bit more. Or do you feel kind of a strong blast against your hand on or after every consonant? That's a sign of overblowing. So let's try this again and make sure that you can hear clear consonants and that you can feel steady, warm air. If you feel blasts, if you feel cold air, that's a sign that you're doing too much. So really use your hand as a guide and try to keep the breath pretty consistent throughout. Let's try that again. Starting here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Was that different for you at all? I feel like it was a little steadier for me. My breath felt kind of more consistent on my hand. Now, something specific that you might feel, especially if you're an overblower, is a blast after the consonant. And this is kind of a crazy thing. When I talk about it, people think they've never heard it, and then you'll start to notice it in people singing. If you often have an H after a consonant, like big or take, you're using a ton of breath for that, and it's probably contributing to breath problems. So make sure that you're not creating kind of a blast of air after the consonant. Let's do it one last time and really listen for that. Make sure that the consonants are really kind of integrated into the line. It might help you to think about imploding them into the mouth, kind of slightly dentalizing them as you would in Italian. So more like do instead of do. Can you hear how my do kind of moves into the mouth instead of out? That might help here. So implode your consonants if you like. Really pay attention to the airstream after the consonants, and let's give it a try one last time. Let's start here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Great, and of course, because this doesn't obstruct the mouth, you could do this with any line of any song. Really use it to make sure that that breathiness is at bay and that the sound is nicely focused, but not overpowered. Thank you so much for singing with me today. I really appreciate your time. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back here next Thursday and every Thursday. Thank you for practicing.